Oh my goodness, Najee, Kenny Pickett also, and he banks out. No, oh my, what's going on? Let's go, TD! What the hell was that? Let's go! Feed it! Yes! Yes! Let's go! Holy dooly, Steeler Nation, what's going on? I tell you what, why is it up there? Oh, I'm the least prepared person on the YouTube, I swear. The least prepared person with a fresh haircut, though. Got a fresh haircut. The least prepared person on the internet, I swear. G'day, guys. What's going on? Welcome back to Steel Nation Oz. And let's go through the roster. And also, I think it was your Memorial Day yesterday. So shout out to you guys. I think we have something similar here. We celebrate or we honor Anzac Day. So we have Anzac Day on the 25th of April, right, for our veterans, the guys who have, passed and served for their country. So, yeah, I know it's a holiday for you guys, but hopefully you took some time away or time off to honor that. And I've been over there too. I've been over there with me and Dad. Me and Dad went over to America. It was fantastic. We almost did like a history tour. We did like from New York to Philadelphia, Philadelphia to Washington, Washington to Gettysburg, Gettysburg to Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh to Buffalo. So we went all over the east side of America, and it was so much fun. Learning about the history too. So we went to, I think it was, I can't pronounce it. It's very hard for me to pronounce because I'm just not a good speaker. I don't know why I'm even doing YouTube. But the Revolutionary War, I think we went to that museum. It was kind of cool to see that. We went to Gettysburg, where they had the Civil War, like over the 3 days. That was crazy, man. Gettysburg is unreal. We're talking to a bloke there, and I said to a guy there, "Is there any ghosts? Any ghosts in Gettysburg?" And he said, "Nah, no ghosts in Gettysburg, but where you're standing might be 3 bodies." And I was like, far out, because there was like, I think 70,000 to 90,000 people were injured or died over the 3-day period. So Gettysburg is something I always wanted to experience and tick off. Me and Dad went to, sorry, it's a history lesson now. Me and Dad went to Abraham Lincoln's, where was it? His like hotel the night before he came out and said 77 acres. So sorry if I'm butchering the history lesson, but that's what, yeah, it was so much fun. It was just one of the best times of my life. Going over there and learning about America. I love it. Alrighty. So g'day, Jedwell. What's going on? G'day, Miss On Holly says late start. Yeah, I slept in a little bit. I slept until 8:39, and then I got to wake up. It takes me a while for me to wake up. I'm not a morning person. I am a grumpy man in the morning. Jedwell says you had a bit of starting point at 420. Yeah. Is that like the weed stuff? We'll talk about that because we're going to talk today about Le'Veon Bell and should he retire as a Steeler. And I've got a few things and I want to get your guys' input on that too. All right. G'day, Claude. What's going on? Steeler blokes. What's going on, blokes? It's funny because we never say it that way. We never say g'day, bloke. It's like, it's more like a past, like a past it or that guy. He's a good bloke. We'd never walk up to someone and say, "Hey, bloke, how are you?" We'd never say that. So when we say bloke, it means like that guy over there or that dude. What's up, dude? We'd never say, "Yeah, hey, bloke." We don't say it that way. But we'd say that guy's a good bloke. I'd say, "Yeah, George. Yeah, Matty was telling me that George, he's a good bloke." That's the way we'd say it. G'day, Claude. What's going on? Yeah. Just got to push it back because I slept in. Almost look like Matt Canada with my haircut. Whoa. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for the weekend. I've got a surprise for you guys on the weekend. I've got a cool little video on the weekend. I'll tell you that much. I'm not going to give too much away. Who else is in here? G'day, Jeremiah Yoda. What's going on, mate? Oh, yeah, it is. You know what I found out today is 100 days away. 100 days away from the NFL start. So things are moving. Things are moving along. 4 scores and 7 games. Well, not what he told me. He told me there wasn't. He told me there was no ghosts there. He said to me though, because yeah, we found out so much history. Like, I think it was over 3 days of the war, or the battle of Gettysburg. Over 90,000 people got injured or died. So like, it was just insane. It was insane to be a part of that. G'day, Rob. What's going on, Rod? And bloke is like it's slang. So bloke's pretty much like bloke. I hope my audio is good. I didn't check that. Audio should be fine. Okay. Bloke is like that guy, that dude, that man. He's a good man. He's a good. Yeah, he's a good person. He's a good bloke. Bloke just means person or man. Means man, basically. Good bloke. G'day, Derby. What's going on? G'day, JD52. Oh, this is why I love the show. This is why I love this. 7 minutes in, and we have a question that is Taco. I love this, man. Taco Bell or Le'Veon Bell? That's a real hard question. That is. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna let the YouTube community decide. You guys on the internet right now. Do I have it open? I'm gonna do a poll on the internet, and by the end of the show, we're gonna say, is it Taco Bell better? Oh man, you can't beat that. You just can't. Okay, hang on. Well, that's me in the background. So let's do a poll on the YouTube. Where is it? Can I do this? Yeah, here we go. I can also do a question. I can also do a question and answer. Why would there be a question and answer? I'm going to ask you questions. Anyways, okay, which is better? Oh my goodness, Taco Bell or Le'Veon Bell? Right, there you go. Fire away the votes. There should be a poll coming up on your screen. Yeah, it should be on your screen right now. That's funny. That is funny. Okay. Yeah. That's it. That's exactly right. That bloke over there makes a good chicken burger. Exactly right. That's how you would use that. That's how you would use it, right? Now we have a saying here, and I don't know if I can say it. I don't know. Let me write it down first because I always get it wrong. Oh, okay. I've got to say this in the best way I can. This is breaking news. Okay, you call. Okay, hang on. 1 second. Wait, you call. Okay, ready? So I'm gonna say this so I don't get banned from the internet. We have a saying here in Australia that you call, and you got to try and figure it out. You call Christian Kuntz, you don't know your mate, right? Oh, wow, I think I stuffed it up. Hang on. That's so hard without saying it. Okay. You call Christian Kuntz, you don't know your mate, and you call your mate Christian Kuntz. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. That's oh man, there's no room here, mate. Hang on. Yeah, hope that makes sense. So that's our saying here in Australia. You call Christian Kuntz, you don't know your mate. G'day, mate. As in a guy like who you don't know, like a random person, random bloke, and you call your mates Christian Kuntz. G'day, Kuntz. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I think you get it. I think you get it. I don't think so, Yoda. I don't think so. To be honest, I don't think so. Right. G'day, Jedi. What's going on? Yeah, good guy. Yeah, pretty much good guy. Okay, let me go down here and then we'll start the show. Is there any good bloke? I love how this has been a 10-minute conversation about blokes. Is there any good blokes about blokettes? Nah, there's no bloke isn't referred to a woman. If you would say, I would probably say if you would say a good girl, I would probably say good lass. Like she's a good lass, or maybe like Sheila, but that's real Aussie slang. Or we'd say she's a top bird. Like I would call her a bird. You know what I mean? Like a bird. I don't know. Anyways, we'll move on. They both suck. Okay. Don't know if it's in a place to say, but Trey, it's always a place to say. Yeah, it could be a possibility. I could see that. He could go to the Browns. He'd go to the Browns for sure. G'day, Toddy. What's going on? Bloking hell. Okay, all right. So let's start off the show. And I'm just going to ask a question out there, right? Will Le'Veon Bell retire as a Pittsburgh Steeler? That's the kind of theme I have going for today, and we're going to jump into maybe some OTAs in the second half, right? I don't know if you guys saw the podcast. He did a podcast with Still Here with Kevin Adams. I think he's a Twitter guy, Pittsburgh guy, podcast guy over there. And Jersey Jerry, I think, works for like Barstool. Now, I don't know if actually, I don't know how I feel about it yet. I don't know if I want to see Le'Veon Bell retire as a Steeler. There's a few ideas you could do. You could do like the 1-day contract. Because well, that's it, right? He also talked about it too. They had a great team. They had a great team in 20. I think I've got it here. His years, right? So he started in 2013. He had 14, 15, 16, and 17. He had 4 good years, right? Pretty much 4 good years. Had a real low year in 2015 as the ad comes up. And what I remember back to it and listened to the podcast was he sat out 2018 because he didn't want to. I think he got franchise tagged 2 times in a row. And then there was like a contract dispute with the Steelers saying he didn't want enough guaranteed money. I think the guaranteed money for the Steelers was about $18 million. And the guaranteed money for the Jets was like $34 million. Now, as much as I think Le'Veon Bell says he stuffed up, he, should have chose the Steelers or whatever, I think at the very time, and I still kind of lean this way, you chose the route for more money. And I don't overly blame you for that, but that does come with its consequences. By choosing the money and going that route, you then went to a team that was a bad team, the Jets team. I don't remember was the coach Adam Gase or someone like that? I don't know. I can't remember his name. Anyways, you're 27 years old. He went there. He got 3 TDs. He got 245 carries, 789 yards. But even he said in the interview that it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same as Mike Tomlin being the coach. It wasn't the right place. And then his career just fell apart. Right? From the Jets, you sign the big contract. You then get, I guess, cut or traded. I can't remember what happened. He went to Kansas City and he had New York Jets in the same year in 2020. Then he went to Baltimore and Tampa Bay, right? And I think he was in the he didn't win a Super Bowl because that year I think KC missed out in 2020, right? Or something like that. I can't remember. This is how bad my memory is. Anyways, he went to go chase those teams and be a part of them to maybe get some playoff success, stuff like that. But in reality, I think he missed an opportunity to be Pittsburgh Steelers running back for the next 5 years from 2018 to about now. He could have been the running back when Ben retired and signed the contract. Even though it was a lower guaranteed money, it was $18 million, you could have let that slide and just go and get the contract and get your money. But that's what it comes down to. At the end of the day, it comes down to money and guaranteed money. Bell went out there, made a business move and said, I'm going to go to the Jets. And then he comes back now 5 years later and says, I regret it. I should have stayed with the Steelers. Don't know. But here's the question. Would you like to see Le'Veon Bell retire as a Steeler? I don't think so. I'm kind of okay. Like, you had 5 years with the Steelers. It was fantastic. It was great times. It was one of the funnest times to be alive to watch him as a Pittsburgh Steeler. But the thing is, for me, I'm okay if you just go do your boxing career and you just move on, right? He's not going to be in the Hall of Honor. That won't happen. He won't be there. But I feel like that he wants to sign a 1-year contract, or he wants to sign like a third running back contract for the Steelers to go in the preseason and then maybe do 1 more year and retire. I just don't see it. I don't know what you guys think. G'day, Yui. What's going on? Oh, no, not at all. As soon as he left the Steelers, something happened. Of course, he had those 2 big Can you hear that? I'm surrounded by a work site. Can you hear that? That is, oh my goodness. I'm surrounded by someone grinding stuff all the time. This is the hardest environment to work. Okay, so let's go through it. So Rod says screw him. That's fine. Then on the other side, Daredevil says I don't mind him retiring with the team. I just if he did it, it wouldn't annoy me that much. But I just don't think it's going to happen. And I feel like you played 5 years, you did this, you did that, and I think it's more. It's funny because when the players come out, like Antonio Brown comes out and says I want to be a Steeler. It's always the players. It's never the organization saying, "Hey, we want you back to sign a 1-year contract to do this, this, and this." It's always the players coming saying, "I want to come back," but it happens all the time, right? Happens all the time. It's kind of like, would you think that? Maybe it's a big difference. Like I was gonna say maybe it's the same as James Conner coming back and retiring as a Steeler, even though now he's more of an Arizona Cardinal than he's a Steeler. But Le'Veon Bell played 5 years in other clubs and moved around and was also a Raven, but he did that for the money and for the business because you have to do that as a football player. So I don't know. There you go. So Bell had a terrible agent. His career tanked going the Jets. There you go for a little bit more money. Yeah. And look, I would suggest go checking out Still Here podcast. Type in Le'Veon Bell podcast. It'll come up on YouTube. You'll see him there, saying his side of the story. But what I got from the interview was that he got injured. He missed the, he went and chased more money, and then he missed the Steeler way, the Coach Tomlin, the Pittsburgh Steelers way, and kind of regretted that choice because he could have signed the deal with Pittsburgh, been there, and then maybe sign another deal after. We don't know what would have happened, and then could have been like a vet running back to the new guy coming in. Now everything happens for a reason because here we are with Najee Harris and Jalen Warren. I'm totally fine, but for him retiring as a Steeler, I did ask you guys in a poll too. Another poll, not the Taco Bell, not the Taco Bell poll. I asked you guys, or I asked the Steelers community, right? And we had this. So it's about 50-50. It's almost 60-40 in the same. Is it going to load? Go on, mate. Right. Yes. So I asked you guys a few days ago, will Bell retire in the black and gold as a Steeler? And we had 39% said yes, and 61% said no way. So yeah, it all depends on a few factors to me. It depends on. Look, I would be. I'm gonna have one final point, and then you guys give me your comments, and I'll start reading the comments back. I would say if he wants to retire a Steeler, you sign that vet minimum deal to preseason, you work your bum off, you become the third down running back, and you make the team. You carry the football 6, 7, 8 times a game. You help out Najee Harris and you help out Jalen Warren, and you help us go win a playoff game. You help us go win maybe a Super Bowl. Then you can retire a Steeler. That's what I would say. Now, is it going to happen? I doubt it. I highly doubt that they're gonna kick the tires. They're gonna ring the bell on Le'Veon Bell to come back to the Steelers in 2023. Being older, they have other guys there. They have Najee Warren, and they have blokes like Graham or McFarland to fill that role, or even someone who gets cut by another team. They might bring them in as their third down running back, and also third down running back in 2022. They used it 6% of the time, only 6%. So I don't think it's going to happen overly for him to do that. But that was the poll, and I'll get your guys' comments in a minute. So 39% said yes, 61% said no way. And I also look at the taco poll in a minute too. All right. Okay. So g'day, you live, didn't say hello before. Where was I? Didn't Bell throw most everyone off under the bus? Kinda. I think so. I think there was like contract disputes, and of course it always happens in business. It has to be right for the player, right for the party, right for the organization. I think so. They offered him a contract. He thought he was worth, but the story I get is that he was worth more. He thought he was worth more money. He wanted to be paid like a running back and a receiver. And the minute he left Pittsburgh and went to another organization, his career stuffed up. He could have been a great running back for like 10 years or 8 years, right? Could have been fantastic, but everything stuffed up. Once he said, you know what? I don't like the Pittsburgh Steelers money. The contract's not worth it. I'm going to get more guaranteed money, go to a worse team. Everything failed. Okay. George says, I like when he said that he didn't know the DUI smoking pot. Yeah, well, that's the new thing, right? And he also said, look, I don't care what anyone does. I really have. I'm at the moment now in my life. I have no real position. I don't care what you do, as long as you don't hurt people. He said he smoked weed before games. Fine. What if you can run, do it. Uh, we haven't got Taco Bell here. We haven't got it. Yes. So he took less from the Jets. They still offered him. Yeah. So that's the big argument. I think that he was trying to point out in his podcast, saying, I thought he took more from. Didn't he take more from the Jets? I thought he got more. Or am I mixing the stories up? So he actually took less from the Jets. So Pittsburgh offered him more money. Okay, my bad. Either way, Pittsburgh Steelers gave him a contract. He said, "No, I don't want that. I'm worth more money." Or maybe he got more guaranteed money or something like that. More guaranteed money, but less money overall could be the case. And when that happened, he moved on, and then here we are in 2023. G'day, Gene. What's going on, mate? How are you? By the way, too, I'm live. I'm not in the last few days have been crazy. If you guys didn't know, I got my channel blocked and banned 2 days ago for about 5 hours. When I was doing a live stream, I purposely showed the NFL content, which I can't do. I had a brain fart, a mind slip, and thought, man, I'm going to show the Antonio Brown game versus the Steelers versus Ravens. And then I got banned and striked and blocked. So that was crazy. True, right? But the question is, like, do you think that, like, will the Pittsburgh Steelers have a ceremony for him? That's what I'm saying. Will he come back into Pittsburgh where there's, banners and fireworks, and there's an actual ceremony where he signs a 1-day contract and we have all the media behind that? I don't know if he's going to get that. I don't think he'll get that, right? That's terrible. That's 3 months. That's a headache. Oh man. Okay, let's go to the poll. What's it on? 50%. Oh my! Wait a minute. It's on 50%. That's crazy. Which is better? Taco Bell's got 46% and Le'Veon Bell's got 54%. That's saying something, isn't it? That is saying something. That's crazy. Okay. Here we go. That's a good point too, right? He should retire as Steeler because he didn't make impact anywhere else. He didn't. He had a fantastic run, and it was so fun to watch. Like those games where he would start in the middle of the line and then sneak away, or catching the passes out the backfield. Like he was a fun Steeler to watch. It just ended really badly, right? Now I don't think there's any way that Antonio Brown retires anywhere. He can't even play on the Albany Empire team, but yeah, man, I don't know. It's something that's so he took less money. Okay, so he took less money, but I think he had higher guarantee. Yes. That's true. I agree with that. But then see what I mean? It's 50-50. It's 50-50, isn't it? It's like it's a culture he gave up on the Steelers, and the other side is, well, he was really good for us. He played so well. He should come back and retire. It's like 50-50, man. Rod says watched, and I see that too, right? And that's exactly right too. Third string should play teams as well. You're not going to see Le'Veon Bell play teams. Not going to happen. But he did say, like, he wants to come back and prove himself in preseason. But all athletes do that. Every athlete does that. They're not going to say I'm a bad athlete now, being 31 years old or 30 years old, right? Make Madden great again. Oh, mate, that is a conversation in itself. That is it. It's not happening. The best Madden I've ever played was 2004. I think 2005, when it was Michael Vick on the cover, 2004, and you had Ray Lewis, I think, on 2005. Back in the days too, where you had NFL Street was one of the best games ever created, and now the NFL stuffs up. Right? Okay. Really? How do you like? See, we don't have that culture over here. We haven't got the culture of the green grass over here. Right. Oh my goodness. I was blocked. Yeah, I was blocked for like 5 hours. It was nuts. Oh no way. When he held out. Yeah, that was a point too, right? He held out on Pittsburgh. And I know it's the money and the contract stuff, but you held out from your team. And as Pittsburgh Steelers fans were like, what's going on? So you and your son tore in half when not going to happen. Not going to happen. Um, I think you might get in trouble if you mail me some of the green grass. You might get in trouble. I can't get it. I just haven't like I used to do it over. I did it when I was in Canada a few times. I did the old edibles a few times too. But I always did it wrong where I mixed. I did beer first. I got really drunk and I drank beer and then I did the edibles after. And there were some times like I kid you not, I was tripping. I was tripping so hard where I thought I was gonna die. I think it was two times I thought I was gonna die. Like it was like just the whole room was spinning. I thought the devil was chasing me in one time. I went to sleep and I was like, I was next to a Coke can, right? And you hear that rattle. So what was happening was when I was sleeping, there was still coke in the yeah, I was gonskis, man. I was just not it was not a fun time. So when I was sleeping in my room, I heard this like noise like that, if you can hear that, I think. And when I had all the stuff, the brownie was that strong that I actually thought that my roommate was texting. Like I thought he was texting away. Like cuz I heard like this, that noise, that I thought the screen he was tapping the screen. So I laid there for like I think half an hour, like freaking out, going, What's he doing up? What's he texting for? Texting all this stuff." And then I went, okay, look, I had to check. I had to find out if he was in the room or not. I didn't know if he was in the room because I couldn't tell because he had like a curtain up. So I went and turned the light on and I opened the curtain and no one was there. Nobody was there. And when I got back to my bed, I realized it was the Coke can. It was the Coke can the whole time. So when I was laying down, I heard this like the noise from I heard the bubbles. I heard the bubbles from the Coke can going like that. And I thought it was him. So like half an hour, I freaked out. Anyways, that's my drunk story. Okay. Um, don't Aussies call zombie? I have no idea. G'day, Josh. What's going on, mate? Hey, Josh. All right, guys. So look, bloke. When you say bloke is like, how do I say it? Yeah, we don't. Josh, go back and if you get a chance, you don't have to. But if you get a chance, go back and watch the first like 5 minutes because we don't say bloke like that. Good afternoon, bloke. We say it's like I say to someone, if I'm talking to you, Josh, right? I'm talking to I'm going, "G'day, Josh. How's it going?" And I say, "Did you hear that JJ52? He's a good bloke." That's how we use bloke. Like we say, like he's a good bloke. He's a good dude. He's a good guy. We never say it like this. This never happens. Good afternoon, bloke. Thank you, by the way, for saying good afternoon. But we never say it like that. We say, "Good afternoon, mate," or "G'day, mate," or but we never say good afternoon, bloke. Anyways, I just thought that was funny because we talked about that at the very start. All right, well, you know what we need to do? We need to get a bit of a break here, so I'll get a water. How was that? Buffalo Wild Wings are my first edible. Is that bad? All right, give me a minute. Give me a minute, and I'll be right back. Here you go. Woo!
It's the Steelers. What isn't there about it? Studs everywhere. Man, I'll play punter if they want me to. Whatever coach tells me, I'll play. Man, I love football. I love to play the game of football. I'm ready to play football. I'm happy to be here. Just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be a part of this team. So I'm happy to be here. I love the game of football. I think it's art. I think it should be played a certain way. And that's why I love to play the game. I just love football. We love football. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to represent.
No, it's not that. I don't think it's that. Bloke equal thought. That doesn't mean that at all. Mate equal man and Christian Kunz equals bro. Oh, that's so funny. That's funny. Um, yes. That's one messed up bloke. That would make kind of sense. You'd probably say that bloke is. I can't believe I'm that bloke is messed up. Man, that bloke's messed up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyways, what is it? I don't even know where the word comes from. Like, why do we even say bloke? This is what you get in the off season. Yeah, like this, right? It must be full on. It must be full on Aussie. This must be. Yes, it's like that. And man, he's a nice bloke. That's the way you say it. You don't. Yeah, we don't say good afternoon, bloke. Hello, bloke. It doesn't say that. I think I've said that now. Now I'm just getting over saying the word. Uh, it says here a bloke is an all around good guy who sees strength in all forms and uses his humor or humility to bring people together and lift them up. So, yes, this means a good bloke, good guy. Common slang for United Kingdom, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa too. There you go. Was recorded in London. Came from London. Alrighty. Yes, we are. We are. We're all a bunch of Christian cunts. Quit. See, I don't know if that works either. I don't know if that works. Quit bloking around. I don't know if that works. G'day, soy sauce. I'm not too sure if that works either. Oh man, it's funny. Yes. He's an ugly bloke. Like that bloke over there. He's fucking ugly. Seen his face? That's like that. Yes, that works. It's not. You can't say hello, bloke. How are you? It's like that bloke's. He's an ugly bloke. His face looks like a bottom of a shoe, something like that. Anything like that. Wait a minute. Le'Veon Bell was a gritty bloke with a bad agent. Yes and no, but I would more say that Le'Veon Bell was greedy with a bad agent. You know what I'm saying? Oh mate, this is so funny. I love this. Is funny as this is the best. Yes. Yeah, g'day, mate. Exactly right. G'day, mate. 100%. 100%. Yeah, it's from the English English. I can't even speak English language. So yeah, it's from I don't know where it comes from. Yeah, from England or somewhere. So for the common man, for the common bloke. Yeah, anyways, I've said it. Man, is there a bloke counter? Anyways, is there any other news going on the Steel land? I haven't really. I've just honestly woke up today. I haven't checked anything. I know we have OTAs today, but they're going to be very similar to what we saw the last few weeks. Few big plays. I did see Calvin Austin though. Now that bloke's fast. See, that's how you say it. Oh, I love that. That's so funny. What the hell? What? There's some stories out there. Some of these beat writers make you the headlines make you cross-eyed. Holy dooly. Yeah, I saw when I woke up today, I saw Calvin Austin running around, do some routes. That was pretty cool. What else I see? I saw Marcus Golden do some things, but it's going to be pretty similar stuff to the OTAs from week one. So the overall hype now, we are really settling into that mid period of the off season. There's 100. I think I saw that. I think I saw bits of that actually. It's all about winning. Yeah, 100%. Let's hope that he had. Has better aspirations and better input than like the other bloke. Who was the other guy? Melvin Ingram, right? Or even Malik Reed came over, tried to be that third outside linebacker. Didn't really work for us. Just he got one sack. Melvin Ingram gave up on the team. I think he wore number 8 before Kenny did. I think he did too. He wore number 8 before Kenny did, and then they got cut and stuff like that. So maybe they cut him because they knew Kenny Pickett was coming over, right? So Owen had a good video, and there was another one about Broderick. Okay, I'll look it up. Yeah, I'll look it up. What a good video today. I haven't seen this one today. Yuli says I've done no work today. That's fine. So you got to relax, man. Don't work too hard. Just do the best you can. Do the best you can. Jerome Rodeo says Bell was his own worst enemy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Coach Tomlin would think about that situation. I think if they're going to go with a running back number 3 like that, they're already stacked there at running back 1 and 2 with Najee and Warren. I think they're stacked. I think the duos. Look, this year they should be getting 120 games, 120 rush yards a game. I reckon plus. I've actually predicted, and I'll stand by it. I think Warren can get 1,000. I think Warren's going to go off this year. I know he's second down running back. I reckon he's going to go off. Dead set. His mom told him to take the money. Yeah, but I'm trying to think what it was. If it was guaranteed money or if it wasn't guaranteed money. Yeah, what's he like? 5'9" or 5 something like that. Maybe 5'11" or something. Bit underweight, but yeah, he looks very fast. So we'll see if we can use him. It's funny. He has connection to the Steelers. How does he have that? I have no idea. I didn't know that. I know that he played. I saw his interview today. He talked about that he played with JJ Watt with the Cardinals, and now he's playing with TJ Watt with the Steelers. So that's another connection there. I think he played with Patrick Peterson when he was with the Cardinals. I think when he was over there, I could be wrong, but I think he was there too. Who stole Kenny's car? Oh, how odd was that? I kind of missed that news. I think it was like a few days ago. I think from what I gathered is that he went to a dealership to buy a car, and as he did that, someone had stolen his car from the dealership. So he probably left it outside, and maybe he left his keys in the car as he's walking into the new shop, or I don't even know what happened. And then someone stole his car. It was crazy. But yeah, overall, guys, I don't know if there's any actual news besides that what I heard about the Le'Veon Bell stuff. Or George Pickens sets his goals for Pro Bowl and stuff like that. He got snubbed, but it's okay. He'll go fine. OTA wise, I just think they're just doing the same thing they did last week, just going through the reps. What else did I see? Nothing really stood out to me. I just saw Holcomb driver. Dude, he drove that back so far. Yeah, it's good. And you know what it is though? It's good to see him in pads though, or like, shorts and a helmet, not pads, but shorts and a helmet, and going through the reps because we're going to be so excited when it comes down to the real season. I think there's an idea about Isaiah Simmons coming to the team because there's like trade articles now, but that's via Bleacher Report. I don't know if there's anything worth with that. Steelers do probably still need a middle linebacker, but I'm kind of happy with what's going on. What else can I see here? Apparently, Mollett trashes the front office. Wow, I didn't see that. That's crazy. Anyways, Najee Harris is a bloody beast running through. I tell you what, though, it looks kind of nice out there. It looks super nice out there in Pittsburgh. Najee looks like he's going to go. I'm sorry, I'm watching the Twitter, but he's going to go off. Crazy. Moat said it was an old man who stole Kenny's car, left his own car at the dealership, drove to his own home. What did he? So what? So the guy picked up his car, then drove to his house like it was normal. That's maybe he thought it was his car. He left his own car at the dealership and drove to his own home. They tracked him down from his license plate on the car. So did he forget? Did the person who stole the car, did he forget what car he was in? I could imagine that. If maybe he didn't know. The guy lives in the area. That's crazy. I think I think there was an injury to Anthony Miller the other day. I think receiver. I think he hit the receiver. G'day, Alex. What's going on? The same. Yes, that's how you use it. That's how you use it right there. The same bloke. That's the pinned comment. How do I pin that comment? That's how you do it. That comment there is what you meant to do. Also, Taco Bell update. We got 50-50. So which is better, Taco Bell or Le'Veon Bell? We got 50-50. That is saying something. But that's the exact same way you're meant to pronounce or use the language. The same bloke that stole Juju's bike. That's how you use it. Josh says, watch the interview. Okay, I will. Yeah, I will. I honestly just woke up like an hour ago. So all this stuff, it's like I said, I'm 9 hours behind. Golden was teammates and roommates with. Okay. I love that stuff. I love the connections. Golden was teammates and roommates with the O-line, outside linebackers coach in college. I love that stuff. That's great. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait, Rod, till we play the Steelers play Thursday night game versus the Patriots. I can't wait to see if Peterson or whoever lines up against Juju. Look, I like Juju, man. I like him, but the minute you're another team, I want to see you get beat. I don't want to see you do anything. I want to see you get stuffed up. Right. His neighbor was on the news saying, "I told him it wasn't his car." So he didn't know. That's cool. If he didn't know, that's fine. That's crazy. Maybe he jumped in the car and just drove it home. Like that. That'd be insane. Imagine driving a car you thought was yours, and you got home and it wasn't yours, and you're like, "Far out. What do I do? Drive it back, I guess." G'day, goat. What's going on? Yes. Oh man. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I think back in the day we had Taco Bell. We had Taco Bell, man. I think before I was born, I think like in the 80s. I think Taco Bell used to be owned by the same people who owned Pizza Hut. And they tried Taco Bell over here, but it never worked. We now do have like um uh you know Mexican inspired food like that. We have I think Mad Mex, they call it, and we have another one called Guzmo or something like that. I can't remember what it's called, but we have like those kind of foods there too. JJ52 says, "Do you want Juju back in a few years?" I don't know. It depends how it all pans out. Like if he's still a productive receiver and he finishes a 3-year contract, we don't know how he's going to go over there. Actually, the Patriots, and you've got Mac Jones throwing the football. I would say they're going to target him quite a bit. I think he's going to be their number one receiver. So he's quite physical. Can the Patriots do anything in that division? Probably not. But that's going to be a game. It's going to be a fun game to watch on the schedule. Steelers versus Patriots Thursday night football. Hopefully they don't change it, right? In Pittsburgh, it should be a fun game to watch. All right. Oh, Rod, Rod, you're crazy. You're crazy, man. All this all this Taco Bell talk. You know what? All this Taco Bell talk, you're like, man, Mark, you got to go buy some tacos, mate. Rod, you're crazy. I gotta like make a video or something. Oh, you get two, Rod. Two. Oh, I don't even know. Look, mate. I gotta say, look, I do appreciate it. Every time you do it, it blows me away. It blows me away that you do it, and I'm not even doing anything special. I'm just a bloke in my room talking Steelers, and you're like, here you go, Mark. Here's some coin. Maybe you know what? No, you know what? Today, I'm actually gonna do something good today. I'm gonna go buy my parents some lunch. I'm gonna get them some lunch today. I'm gonna get them something. It really does blow me away when it happens. I love this stuff. I love talking football, and I'll use some of that coin today to get my family some lunch, something like that. Holy dooly, crazy! You're crazy, and I really do appreciate it. So that is unbelievable. And I need a better video. I need something to say thanks. But the touchdown's fun. I'm not going to show any more. I'm not going to show any more football because I get in trouble. I get banned. What can I show? I can't show anything else. I can show this one.
We're back here, Coach, and what you expect now from Kenny Pickett, year 2. It's his team, full control from jump. What do you expect here? What do you talk to him about?
You know, I expect him to kill it.
Thank you, Rod, mate. It's much appreciated. Much appreciated. But I will give back to yes, and I'll let that slide. That's great. I will give back. You know what? I'm gonna give back to my family today. I'm gonna go buy them something. I'm gonna buy them some lunch or something like that. Crazy. Crazy. G'day, Juice. What's going on, mate? How are you? Tacos. See, we don't have Chipotle. Chip. How do you say that? Chipotle. We don't have that. Yes. G'day, Pete. What's going on? Thanks, mate, for coming and saying hello. That's fantastic too. You're awesome too. You get a touchdown. You get 2 touchdowns. Oh, all right. Getting a bit silly buggers right now, but yeah, thank you, Pete. Thank you, Rod. Champs. I love that name, by the way, too. Fishing for trout. I love that. It's if you made if you made a YouTube channel, and people didn't know what that YouTube channel was about, they'd be like, maybe one of the stupidest people in the world. What is your YouTube channel about? It says it in the title. Fishing for trout. That's what you do. Thank you, mate. Let me know, Pete. Okay. Let me know, Pete, who's your favorite Steeler and what position would you play with the Steelers? What position? Holy sugar. All right. Okay. You guys got any more questions? We'll start to wrap it up in about 10 minutes or so. It's been a fantastic episode. And yeah, you have no idea. I'm going to go right today. Going to buy my family some lunch. They deserve it. Get them tacos. Oh, man. It's so funny. All righty. Okay. Alex says Bell is still in shape. That's what I heard. Yeah, exactly right. No. I agree with that. When I was listening to the interview, right? Boxers, they're one of the most fit people. So he's in shape. I agree 110%. If anyone says he's not in shape, they're lying to you. Boxers are in tremendous shape. So, excuse me. Can he still run the ball? Right? He says he can. He says he can play preseason. He says he can do this, and whatever, right? He says he can do all that kind of stuff. The thing is, though, would the Steelers kick the tires or ring the bell one more time? I don't think so. Now, if he did, imagine the marketing, the media, the Steeler Nation. If Bell came back and was successful and Bell ran the ball, say 6-7 times a game and got 30, 40 yards and was a valued member to the Steelers and was that third running back, that vet, mate, that would be fun to watch. I would be like, okay, Bell, you come back from vet minimum deal of like, what, $2 million or whatever for one season for a chance to win a playoff game in Super Bowl. That would be fun to watch. Steeler Nation would be very excited. But I don't think it's going to happen. So thank you, Rod, mate. You're awesome. As always, thank you, mate. Much appreciated. I hope you enjoyed the show. It was a fun one. We learned about bloke. We learned about tacos and everything else. Thank you, mate. You're freaking awesome. I'll see you next time. Holy dooly. Taco Bell. I'll get him something today. What's that? I'm a commander shepherd. What does it even mean? What's that? What does that even mean? Commander shepherd. What does that even mean? Is that like that's from Mass Effect, is it? What? What are you talking about? All right, I'll come back to that. Okay, I'd be Minka is my favorite years ago. 48. So you want to play safety? All right, I'll put you as safety. Yeah, we need a safety. I like that. And I wore 88. There you go. When I played for who's Mr. Swan? Who'd you play for? Are you famous, Pete? Are you a famous NFL player? You never know these days that some people in the chat could actually be NFL players. You don't know. Who's Mr. Swan? You play NFL. You change your name because you play NFL. Coach. Am I talking to an NFL player here? I don't know who that is. I played for Mr. Swan. Who's that? Toddy says if Bell signs a one-day contract and retire, fine. We don't know him. Yeah, that's kind of like the argument or like the discussion we've been having. I'm okay with it. I just thought it was kind of interesting to bring it up. Yeah, it's a good point, Yuli. It's a very good point. But play the game and you'll get it. Is it from Mass Effect? Is it? Oh my, is it real? Dude, I'd be like shocked, man. I'd be like, what are you doing here? Rod Woodson, what's going on? Hall of Famer. Okay, safety sounds good. No, he's not an NFL player. me too. Oh, okay, you wore his number. Gotcha. So is that where it's from? I know I'm going on different tangents. So Commander Shepard, what? So what the hell was your question, JJ52? I'm a Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite YouTube channel. So thank you for that, mate. Much appreciated. Just a bloke in my room talking Steelers. Who is a Commander Shepard? So is that my research? He's Lieutenant Commander, better known as Commander, is the player character. All right. I never played Mass Effect 3. I never played that at all. So that's crazy. Whew. Alrighty. Oh, Fallout's one of the best games. Fallout's one of the best games ever. I tell you what, though, I got Fallout. Which one did I get? Hang on. Fallout 76. I got right, and it tore me to shreds. It broke my heart because I tried doing a mission, I think 4 or 5 times, and every time I did the mission, it glitched and fucked up, and I felt sick. I felt sick after like the 4th time. I felt sick by putting the bloody disc in the PS4. I felt terrible. I couldn't play it. I didn't play Fallout 76 for like 2 or 3 years because I had that much physical emotional angst that when I went to go finish the damn mission, every time I did that same mission, it broke. It broke. It sucked. It sucked, man. Oh, they're unbelievable. The whole idea of Fallout is like kind of cool, you know, the lore behind everything in Skyrim, that kind of stuff too. But Fallout post apocalyptic, set in like the 60s or whatever, things blow up and you're shooting stuff and robots and like the guns are cool, the weapons are cool. Just the games don't work. The games don't work. G'day, 808. What's going on? How are you? Yes, 100%. I know we're a bit off track. We're a bit off track today because we're in the off season. But it's yeah. Thanks, Alex, mate. See you later, man. Yeah, we're a bit off track today because it's the off season and stuff like that. But it's all good fun. I think what really put me off track was when JJ52 said Taco Bell or Le'Veon Bell. So, but I agree with that, man. And I've actually got a bit of a project I'm doing now too. I'll say it here, but it's going to be a video probably next week or so, I think, or maybe next 2 weeks. I'm going to compare 2005 Big Ben season rookie year with all those players, right? And this year in 2023 with Kenny Pickett and all those players. I'm going to try and compare the coaches, offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator, the running backs, the tight ends, everyone. I'm going to see if this team can possibly go on a run to win a Super Bowl in year 2 for Kenny Pickett. I think it might be a chance, right? Big Ben in his year 2 was in 2005, and they finished with a wild card. They beat the Bengals. They beat the Bengals, Colts, and someone else or whatever? I think it was the Bengals and Colts. I think so. Yeah, it was a wild card, but they won like 4 games in a row. Anyways, I'm going to compare those 2 teams and Big Ben's second year that he got it done in the Super Bowl, and can the Steelers somehow, some way, have a chance in Kenny Pickett's second year? You never know. Their running game looks good. Offensive line looks good, so you never know. I might try and break that down, do a comparison over the next few weeks, if I can. Taco Talk. Oh, yeah, it's your Tuesday, right? So it's my Wednesday. It's your Tuesday. I don't play video games anymore. Online chess. Oh, yeah, chess is pretty cool. Keep your mind going, for sure. Yeah, I only play a bit of Madden, and I muck around maybe once every now and then on some other games. Uh, there's nothing. There's, there's not much going on, mate. I just came on here, like Steel Girl says, I just came on here to look at my haircut. Well, not bad. I feel better now too. When I get a haircut, I always feel better. Thanks, Josh, mate. I always feel like 10 times better. The hair's out everywhere, and you go get a haircut. And I go to a good barber now too. I got a real awesome barber down the road. These guys they're good fellas. They're all young blokes, and they're keen. They're passionate, and the stuff they do to your hair is like they put like little. Like everything feels fine, mate. Everything feels great. So I feel fantastic. I feel great. So I need to go to the barber more often because I just get that good feeling when you walk out of there. It's like that. Like you walk into the shop, they're playing like 90s music. They're playing punk rock and that kind of stuff. And you're in like another world. You feel like you go back to the 90s and you come out and you're back in 2023. Holy dooly, man. But I'm going to wrap it up in 4 minutes. We'll go for 1 hour straight. Thank you everyone for coming in. JJ, Josh, Still a Girl near the end. It was a fun show, man. That was, as always, these things just derail. Rod with the 99. He's a great bloke. Thank you. And also, just as important, fishing for trout. Thank you, Pete, mate. You're fantastic as well for joining the membership, being a Hooly Dooly member, and the university is growing. We now have you as free safety, right? Which is fantastic. We're growing like a little online community, something a bit of fun, something a bit creative. So you will join the secondary. We have Still Out West. We have Still Septicon playing cornerback, and I'm going to put you, Pete, as our strong safety. So you're our strong safety in this little exercise, and you can choose whatever position you want, but just something really fun. I love doing the Fallout games and all this kind of stuff. I love the fact I love to be creative like that. I love making up designs in my head that we're like one little team. And if I'm the coach or whatnot, and we've got who do we have as running back? Don Warner's our running back, Brandy's our receiver, Sean Manahan's our receiver, Steel Jedi Rod's our tight ends, Dante's slot receiver, quarterback Yuli. You know what I mean? I love that kind of stuff. I think it's fun. I think it keeps things fresh, like my haircut. So it's all good fun, man. I'm so freaking hyped for this season, eh? I'm so freaking hyped for this season. I really am. Yeah. I tell you what, I like that too, man. Gene, I like that. Quick skateboards. What's my nerdiest thing is probably football, I think. I think football is probably my nerdiest thing is that I got everything Steelers around me. Everything's around me is Steelers. Like I had an idea where I've got these, right? I got Super Bowl 50, what's that, 2? I bought from 50 to 54, then I gave up, but all that kind of stuff. I got too much stuff around me, man. So my biggest nerdy thing is probably football because I love it. I love the idea of it. I love that. That's why I like creating this thing, man. I like creating these kind of things. Like if you do want to be a member, it's only $3 a month to be mates rates for the smallest one. I think it's maybe $2.50 a month for USD. And yeah, we're just building something kind of cool. And if I can get it, I want to actually create the team. I kind of want to create the team on Madden, but it's too hard and Madden sucks. So I'm going to wait for the new game comes out. But yeah, building a little team here. Offensive line, we've got Felicia, who wasn't in today. Steele Away, our right guard. I think Gene Smith and George are our inside linebackers. Pepper's our punter. Jesse is our Browns supporter, field goal holder. So something fun, man. Something fun, keep it fresh. All right, I think we're out. Holy dooly. 500 pairs. That's nuts. That's crazy. That's so cool. But it's cool though, man. I think like you just got to, just chase. If you're passionate about it, chase it. All right. I am going to end okay, will do. I will do. Thank you guys for coming in and saying hello. Fantastic show. And let's end. I need a better, look, okay. I'm going to work on a better outro because right now I haven't got one. But let's go. Big Ben Lamar?
With Lamar, you want to bring safeties down to help stop the run because you don't really fear.
The only way we can end it is Big Ben Lamar.
With Lamar, you want to bring safeties down to help stop the run because you don't really fear Lamar's arm, his accuracy all the time.
Sure.
He's got a huge arm. He can make things happen when he scrambles and whatever, but you don't fear him just sitting in the pocket and picking you apart.
Sure.
So you can bring safeties down because you do fear him running because he's.
Night one after the next two, is he still aggressive?
Yeah, what do they call them? The con artists? I like that. I saw that, man. That's pretty good. It's a cool nickname.